the character Haruhi using the IMB avatar. When you first started off with IMBU and created your avatar, I sure hope you did your quests and got your promotional credits. Right after you've completed that, I hope you have at least 5,000 promotional credits because that will help you throughout this tutorial. Let's start off with the shop. Now I don't have 5,000 credits because I accidentally purchased my outfit already in the first video that I tried to do. However, it didn't work out so well, so I hope this time everything works out just fine. This is the current avatar that we're going to be working on. As you can see, this is an avatar selected when I joined IMBU, which was recently. So, we're going to start off with the default look. And to do that, you just have to remove every item you're wearing. As you can see, this is what the default IMB avatar looks like. Now, I don't like my avatar moving around too much, so I will be putting this avatar into a still pose. To do that, I'm going to select poses. Then in the search box, I'm going to type in still, and then I will select stand still. This is a furniture node, so you'll actually have to click on the node for your avatar to stand still. Now that I have a motionless avatar, I can begin manipulating the appearance. The first thing you will need is to select an avatar head. And I have decided that I'm going to use heads by the avatar creator Cloudus. As you can see, there are very many listed here. And you can play around with them by clicking try. The PL at the end of this title for the product icon means parted lips. It just means the lips are parted. You can see there are some have been labeled two-tone head. If you click try on, you notice the one eye is blank, and this is because it requires a special eye, and it's called a two-tone eye. If you take a look at this head and take a look at the eyelashes, you would notice that they look pixelated, and that's because blending has not been applied. While lashes can be added on as an accessory, you are very welcome to find an avatar head which has lashes that have already been blended out, and that's probably the more convenient choice and the more helpful choice because you are on a 5,000 credit budget. Now, the one I eventually selected is this one, and it's because the eyes are big, like Haruhi's. Now that we have the head selected, we're going to do some manipulation of the shoulders, the arm, and the hand. As you can see, the hand is not within proportion to the body. It looks really big compared to the head. Now, according to human anatomy, your hand is supposedly the size of your face from your hairline to your chin, and this avatar, its hands is extremely large compared to its head. So we're going to have to get a scaler to adjust that, and the way you're going to do that is whenever you get to the search bar, remember to delete anything that's in the search bar if you and in order to reset everything, you have to delete that. So the way I'm going to locate this scalar is I'm going to type in shoulders 90, arm 90, hands 75. And now I've gotten a scalar. I'm going to take it up and on so you see the difference. If you wanted your shoulders more reduced or your hands more bigger. However, this right now looks proportion to everything, so it's good. Okay, now that her shoulders and hands are all scaled, I need to get her some nice anime looking eyes. As you can see, Haruhi has brown eyes and they're really big. Of course, I can search the catalog for endlessly, but I already know which eyes I want to get, and they are located on Avatar's Gray page, avatarIMVU.com Gray. I'm going to click on the brown eyes, and these are the eyes I want, so I'm going to click try it. And there you go, it's on Haruhi, and it looks nice and brown and big. The reason why I didn't just look for it in the catalog is because you would not find this in the catalog due to the fact that you have to be VIP to have your shop open, and Avatar Gray is not VIP. Therefore, you won't find this in the shop. But there are many other eyes you can look for, of course, so feel free to choose your own eyes. Now that that's done, I'm going to type in Haruhi up here. I'm going to look for everything Haruhi. Let's start with hairstyle. Go with this one and look at it. Now if you look at her hairstyle, it looks like the texture is stretched out, and that's not something that looks great all the time. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I don't want a stretched out texture right now. So I'm going to go with another one, and this one looks great. So I'm going to do undo, and hope you see the difference between one that was stretched out and one that wasn't. For example, this one wasn't stretched out. As you can see, it's nice. The gradient flows really well into the bow. So I'm going to undo that. As you can see, you have lines where the image was stretched, and then you don't have lines where, and this one's a little darker, so to me it's a lot better. Haruhi has thin brown eyebrows, so I'm going to look at some thin brown eyebrows. I'm just going to type in brown up here, switch this to eyebrows, then I'm going to go for the lowest price because we're on a budget, and look for brown eyebrows, and this looks great, just like that. So now that we have eyebrows on, I'm gonna go back to look for Haruhi's outfit, and bam, everything's there. So let's try this one out. As you can see, it's similar, has everything that you'd want. However, it's a little fuzzy, and that's not something that you'd want to buy. So then we look at this one and compare it to the image. IMV has Haruhi has a bow, and this avatar doesn't. So we're gonna go to the next page. Try this one. This one has a bow, of course. Everything looks great, but not where we want it to be because it's real lower in the body. And if you look here, 613 credits for this one versus 469 for this one. So I'm going to try that one, and of course eventually I just decided to go with this one. Not just because it's cheaper, it's just it's a little better because the bow is down here, it's lower. But of course there's nothing wrong if you decide to get a different outfit. It's totally fine. This is just my choice. Now we need our shoes. I'm going to select shoes here. Harry wears brown loafers with black socks. So I'm going to try this on. And that looks really pixelated, so that's not something I want to buy. I'm going to try this one on. This looks great. If you look at the texture for the shoes, it looks amazing. However, the shoe itself, the size of the feet make it look really small. So that just doesn't look right. But we are on limited choices here with shoes. And I could try this one on, see if it looks. But however, even though it looks great, I lost the outfit, and that's not what I wanted to do. So I'm gonna do that and just go with this. The last thing to look for is the skin. You're free to do it however you want to. If you go back to the main page for skins, of course, this is what IMV staff has selected. It's supposed to be what's new and trending. But I already went with this one. So I'm going to select this one for now. Okay, I'm done with this avatar being so still. And I'm going to remove that pose. So the avatar you see right now is the default avatar by IMV Inc. Female default avatar, and has default actions. So we're not going to be doing that because that's silly. Instead, we're going to select our own avatar. You're free to select as many or whichever ones you like. I'm going to go with this creator and look through. There are two different trending avatars. They're the still avatars, which if you select them and try them on, you'll notice that they're extremely still. As you can see, the still avatar is very still. You can right click and she only has two tricks: blink and wave. Alright, that's too still for me. So I'm going to carry on and look for another one. Here we have the E-Cute avatar. If you notice, her feet goes right through the floor. Now that's not something you'd want to happen. The reason why I'd say that is because if you're in a room and your feet's going through the floor or through the furniture, it looks like you're stuck in the furniture or the floor. And that's not really great in the 3D world if your avatar looks like it's stuck. It doesn't look realistic. Then next thing you'd want to do is go through all the poses, make sure it doesn't glitch. And this pose does glitch. As you can see, the arm goes through her chest. The reason why that is because when I applied the scaler, the shoulder scaler, it pulled the shoulders into her body, and now her arm is so close to her body, it looks like her arm is going through her chest, which is not what we want. So I'm not going to remove the scaler, obviously, because I need that scaler, but I will, however, get a different avatar with different poses. So eventually, I went with this one. As you can see, her feet does not go through the floor. Instead, she hovers a little bit above the floor, which is a little better, because it means you're not going through furniture, and you're not going through the floor, and it doesn't look like you're stuck on the floor. And it's fine if it's a little bit hovering, not like terribly bad. So I'm gonna go through her poses and make sure nothing glitches too horribly. Everything looks great, except I noticed 6, 7, and 8 doesn't work, but it doesn't matter because it looks great for Haruhi. And it comes with 3 dance moves, and I mean, that means I don't really have to buy any dance moves for her because she already has dance moves on her. So that works out for me. Now that I've already purchased everything and completed everything at the shop, I will go to dress up and apply everything that I just used. So I'm going to remove all these default clothes and things that came with the avatar that IMVU staff selected when they made the avatar. And I'm going to leave on the hand, and I'll show you why in a minute. And then I'm going to apply all the items that I recently added. So it looks like Haruhi. Now, the reason for the hands is I'm going to show you why. If I remove this, it looks like the mesh itself was really rough when they pieced the hand together, and that's from the default female avatar. So when you apply the hand, it's a little smooth. Now it's time to go visit the IMVU world and see what's going on. Alright, so Avatar Haruhi is all ready to go. Now, all we have to do is crash a room or two, see what's going on in the world. Let's see. It takes a while to load everything. That's just the way it is. My avatar is up here. I'm going to move down to get a closer look at everyone. Let's look at their avatars. As you can see, he has a moving avatar, and she appears to have a still avatar, but in general everybody has different avatars, which are really unique. So stand right there. And then of course I should say hi, so I'm gonna say hi. Okay, well thanks for watching. Hope this helps you, and I apologize for having to buy everything before I actually finished the video. Thank you, goodbye.